As businesses demand more from their IT infrastructure, choosing the right server platform has never been more critical. Dell PowerEdge servers with the new 5th generation AMD EPYC processors deliver scalability, energy efficiency, security, and AI performance to meet today's challenges. Joining me today are Alan Clingerman from Dell Technologies and David Melendrez from AMD to explore how these innovations refine infrastructure. Welcome.
Kenneth, thank you for having me here today. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to my conversation.
Yeah, same thing here. I know it's a couple times we've had an opportunity to be together and talk to our partners about Dell and AMD technologies together. So look forward to the conversation.
David, let's start with you. Can you walk us through the key architecture differences that distinguish the new AMD EPYC from the previous AMD Genoa generation and Intel's current offerings?
When you look at what's happened in the introduction of our 5th gen AMD EPYC, I look at it as an inflection point in our roadmap. First and foremost, I look at the architecture and the scale that this new processors bring. It's our 5th generation. We also refer to it as Zen 5. But now with this thing called AI and the capability of inference versus training, what is that capability that a processor can do now for AI inference of a model versus using GPU for AI training? And when you look just kind of at that general IPC, it's a 17% uptick gen on gen. Significant, milestone in my opinion. It's, thump your chest, high five, hallelujah, all that. IPC for both HPC and AI workloads, whoa, 35% uptick. So this is kind of that significant capability that this generation, this 5th gen of AMD EPYC brings to the market. Memory and I/O capabilities continue to grow as well. You have a 12-channel capability, which was similar to the 4th gen AMD EPYC, but we also now have a speed improvement. 6,000 capability, I think even in some capability down the road, 6,400. This is the first time we've actually had a data center processor with the capability of getting a speed of 5 gigahertz. Security, always want to talk about security. And what you have now is new within this environment as part of our Infinity Guard suite of capabilities is something called Trusted I/O. And as you kind of see, you're extending this trusted execution environment to external devices. People are buying these servers and putting in GPU. Well, that's actually external to the CPU, obviously. And now you have this PCIe link that allows encryption for that secure data transfer between CPU and whatever this external device is.
Alan, how can Dell PowerEdge servers equipped with AMD EPYC processors optimize modern infrastructure designed for scalable workloads, improve energy efficiency, and advanced security features?
Yeah, Dave did a great job there describing all the incredible advancements that AMD has brought to market with the 5th generation AMD EPYC processor. And we think about it in the context of what do we do from a PowerEdge brand perspective, right, to make it real for customers. And we think about it in 3 primary pillars, right? The first one would be that we take and build these for very specific purposes, right? Customers are going to take and deploy all this great technology to achieve a business outcome. And those business outcomes are going to live on specific applications, workloads that, for example, Dave already described some of the incredible things happening in artificial intelligence. So we optimize and build these specific platforms from a holistic perspective for the application or workload to drive the business. The second one is at scale, right? Because customers aren't buying these in many cases, one at a time. They might be buying tens or hundreds or thousands, or in case of the largest customers, tens of thousands of systems. And the final one that goes hand in hand with what Dave kind of alluded to with Infinity Guard is we also need to make sure that we've got an end-to-end chain of that technology to build a cyber resilient platform.
What makes Dell PowerEdge servers with AMD EPYC processors stand out as a platform for AI, especially when it comes to performance data throughput, energy efficiency, and advanced security features?
No, I'm actually going to pull back on something I just mentioned earlier there, right? I think about it in that purpose-built aspect, right? Of making sure that we've got a purpose-built platform, leveraging all the technologies that they've kind of called out to make sure that we're designed for exceptional processing power, right? Whether it's clock speed or core, it really doesn't matter, because in artificial intelligence, depending on the use case, it might use one or the other. And here's the great thing. We have a whole lineup of AMD EPYC processors to choose from to optimize it for the application or workload that are qualified in our platforms. So think about all the power, cooling, and data center space that I give back to the customer, up to 80% of their data center back, to go now actually build out, their clusters for their AI aspirations, and how they're going to go achieve those type of business results.
Alan and David, thank you so much for joining me here today.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much for the time. It was great talking to you again.
And for those of you tuning in, thank you for watching. If you'd like to learn more about Dell PowerEdge servers with AMD EPYC processors, follow the website on your screen. For the channel company, I'm Kenna Johnson.